Hey everyone, it's Lily again. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be doing another makeup tutorial. I've been inspired by Indian bridal looks lately, so I'm gonna be attempting that today. And also, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But let's get into the video. The first thing I'm gonna work on are my brows. I'm gonna be using my Morphe Microbrow pencil for this one. And I'm just gonna try to follow the natural shape of my eyebrows. Based on the pictures that I've been seeing on the internet, their brows are very thick and defined, I guess you can say. This brow pencil is in the color Chocolate Mousse, and I'm just gonna brush the hair in place. And then I'm just gonna outline starting on the bottom. And once that's done, I'm gonna outline the top. Right, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows. I like my brows to be darker on the outer ends to give it that natural effect. And we're just gonna do the other side. I always have a hard time getting my eyebrows even. But that's where this Q-tip will come in handy. And don't worry if your eyebrows aren't quite on fleek yet, because we are going to be cleaning it up with the concealer later on. Okay, so before we get started on the eyes, I'm gonna be using my Morphe Eyelid primer. I'm just gonna take it on my ring finger and apply it just like so. Next step, I'm actually gonna be taking my NYX full coverage concealer. I'm gonna use my ring finger to apply this as well. So for this whole entire look, I'm gonna be using my Morphe palette. This one is called the Artistry palette, and it looks like this. First things first, I'm gonna use my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Banana Powder to set the concealer in place, just so that when I use the other eyeshadows, our eyeshadows won't crease. The brush I'm using is from Morphe. This one is the M441, and it's just a fluffy brush. So I'm actually going to be using a washi tape to help me get that sharp edge that I want, because I feel like most of the looks that I found online, their makeup look have a nice sharp edge to it, so that's what I'm gonna go for. So just place that underneath your eye like so. The first eyeshadow I'm gonna be using is this one right here. That one is called Fired Up, and I'm gonna be using the same brush I used earlier, the Morphe M441 brush, and I'm just gonna apply that a little higher than the crease. Don't forget to take the eyeshadow all the way in towards the nose bridge. Next, I'm gonna be using this eyeshadow right here, and that one is called Red Carpet. So this eyeshadow is focusing more on the crease. By the way, the brush I'm using is also by Morphe. This one is the M573 brush. It's also a fluffy brush, but it's tapered, as you can tell. And then you can use the M441 brush that we used to apply that orangey tone color, and just lightly blend those two eyeshadows together. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna be using a darker color. I think I'm gonna be using this one right here, and that one is in the shade Black Magic, and I'm gonna be using the Morphe E36 brush. It looks like this. I'm gonna apply it on the outer V of our eyelid. And then the leftover, I'm just gonna bring it towards the crease as well. The tricky part that I'm gonna be doing today is I'm actually gonna try to make a cut crease. I'm very hesitant on doing it because I have hooded lids, so yeah, it's kind of challenging for me to do a cut crease. We're gonna be using the NYX Full Coverage Concealer, and I'm using this brush right here. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna apply the concealer on the lower part of my eyelid, but make sure you don't go all the way to the edge. So just the inner thirds of your eyelid. Now look straight, and wherever the concealer hits, you see this area right here, I'm actually gonna put more concealer. So it's basically a little bit above your crease. I'm just gonna blend it with my ring finger. So the next eyeshadow I'm gonna be using is this one. That one is in the shade Pop Star. I'm gonna be using this e.l.f. brush. This one is called the Smudge brush. And I'm just gonna pack that eyeshadow right on our eyelid. The next eyeshadow is this one right here. That one is called Hot Stuff. I'm gonna be using my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm gonna be applying that between the gold eyeshadow and the black eyeshadow. This one is by NYX. It's called Liquid Crystal Body Liner. For my eyeliner, I'll be using my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof Waterproof eyeliner. I'm going to be using my Revlon Colorstay Wing Line. It looks like this. And if you have hooded lids like I do, make sure your eyeliner's not too thick, or else if you look straight like that, you don't want this whole area to be covered with eyeliner. To clean our eyebrows, we're gonna be using the same concealer by NYX. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna clean up on the edges of your eyebrows. Create upward strokes. I'm also going to be highlighting my brow bone, and I'm using the Morphe M431 brush. And for my highlighter, I'm using my NYX Born to Glow highlighting palette. And I think I'm gonna be using this shade right here. Just gonna go ahead and highlight the highest point of my brow bone. To set my brows in place, I'm gonna be using my NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. Just gonna prep my face with this Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. I'm gonna be using a combination of this Morphe matte foundation in the shade F2.30, and then I'm gonna mix that with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Cool Tan. I'm gonna use my Morphe E49 brush to mix those two. I've been spending so much time outside lately. We've been going to the park, so I've gotten darker, but that's okay. For my concealer, I'm going to be using my Instant Age Rewind concealer by Maybelline. To set that in place, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus banana powder again. I'm gonna line my waterline with the same black eyeliner that I used to tightline my eyes. This is the M213 brush. I'm gonna be mixing these two eyeshadows, and we're gonna go ahead and smudge the eyeliner. For our inner corners, I'm gonna be using the same highlighter that we used for our brow bone. Now I'm gonna contour my face using the Hoola Benefit contour powder, and for that I'm gonna use this small tapered brush by ELF. My L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush. This one is in the shade Apricot Kiss. Honestly, I'm not too much of a blush person, but I gotta say, I'm starting to actually like them. So apply it on the apples of your cheeks. And to contour my nose, I'm gonna be using my Morphe E18 brush. And I'm just gonna take that same contour powder that I used. I'm gonna lightly contour my nose. And to apply that, I'm gonna be using this small tapered brush. The brand is called Beauty Creations and it's their RC11 brush. Apply that on the highest point of my cheekbone. Ooh. And bring it towards my eyebrow. And apply highlighter on the bridge of my nose. And I keep it slow. Before we apply some lipstick, don't forget to curl your lashes and apply mascara. I'll be using the L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush Mascara. It is called Dominate. Like this. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna wear false lashes, and this one is by Ardell. It's their 172 eyelashes.